So hacking your HSA, right? Remember, I said what happens is you put money in, tax-free, it grows, and then you can take it out, tax-free. Here's the way people normally use it. They put money into the HSA at the beginning of the year. Actually, what normally happens is you have payroll deductions to put it in. Maybe your employer puts in a little money too. So at Google, they put in $1,000, I think, right? And then I would put in the remaining 2.5, whatever it was. Normally what people do is then as they go to the doctor or have any medical expenses during the year, they withdraw it from here. So the advantage is any of their medical expenses, they didn't have to pay taxes on. The disadvantage is they didn't grow their money. And so the HSA hack is put money in to your HSA, pay your medical expenses yourself, not from the HSA. Save your receipts. The reason is, so let's say we have $3,500 we put in our HSA this one year, and then we pay our medical expenses directly out of our pocket, but we save our receipts. And then we let the HSA grow. And 10 or 20 years down the road, it's gotten big, right? We could use the rule of 72 and figure out that it, 18 years down the road, if we were at 8% interest, it has doubled 2 times. So it's now, instead of $3,500, it's $14,000. Now, we can go back and say, hey, you remember those receipts from 19 years ago that I've carefully kept? I can withdraw however much, I don't know how much it was. Let's say this year it was $3,000. And so now you can withdraw that $3,000 without paying any taxes because it's for medical expenses. And you still have $14,000 of growth left that you can use for other medical expenses that you had either along the way or that you will have. Because certainly eventually you're going to have a lot of medical expenses because that's kind of what happens to us as we get old. Okay? Does that concept make sense? I didn't actually believe it for a while until I actually ran the numbers. And I realized, because for several years I had an HSA, but I kept spending out of it. Until I finally realized, no, don't do that. So, and in one sense, I'm very lucky because I had one year with like $75,000 of medical expenses. And so I can definitely spend that from my HSA whenever I want, right? And my HSA is nowhere near that big, but it's just waiting for me to harvest it, growing tax-free. That's HSA hacking. It's unclear. Aditya, yeah.
But aren't you still paying with your tax-paid money if you're paying out of pocket, essentially?
You are, but it's not a wash because this growth comes out completely tax-free. So if you actually just try 2 different scenarios, right? Try something like $3,500 in, and let's just say you have $3,500 expenses that come out. And let's further look at an extra $3,500 in investment. So I'm saying the best investment you can make is pay your medical expenses. Because if you pay your medical expenses, all of a sudden you get this tax-free growth. If you don't pay your medical expenses, you get this $3,500 investment that you're going to have to be paying taxes on all along the way, and have to pay capital gains at the at the end too. So that's the kind of idea. We're looking at it as an investment in medical expenses.
Makes sense, yeah.
All right, one quick question I've got for you. So in the future, would you like to hear the rest of what I have to talk about? That is getting your retirement out before you turn a decrepit old 59 and a half, which I know is what it seems like to you. Yeah, okay. Then I will do that. I appreciate your involvement. You've done a good job of I think making this format work. So maybe next Monday we'll do some more of this. I also have a series kind of on optimizing your engineering life too, getting the most out of your tools and so on. Shell programming and just all sorts of things that I may do as well, just as a kind of bonus on our neural networks class. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. See you guys on Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Preference.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.